Hello YouTube, welcome back to another Alliance War video where we have matched up against 4Loki for War number 3 of Season 38. Now this matchup here between SSX and 4Loki is actually a little bit like a rivalry match, but it's a good rivalry, lots of good friends in here that they enjoy matching against each other. Well, some enjoy it, some really hate it. The bands there you could see is Wiccan, Rintrah and M.O.D.O.K. So a little bit different to what we're used to seeing. I'm guessing and assuming by the Rintrah and the Wiccan bands that they were hoping to try and take more advantage of the Cosmics and the bosses in particular, to try and force out maybe some other counters that may be a little bit more difficult. But it leaves the team selection for me and the officers to be able to give me Human Torch, Hercules and Nick Fury. Now annoyingly, one fight with Hercules and one fight with Human Torch, I became a really terrible YouTuber. For some reason, as soon as I woke up, I was doing these fights, like just lay in bed still sort of thing, and I just forgot to click record. So, Torch with Rintrah on 25, and Overseer with Hercules on Path 5, Mighty Charge second node, aren't in this video, but they were done. So yeah. We go into this fight here against Ebony Maw. While the heal book node's up, and obviously that, I'm just trying to preserve as much health as I can on Torch, just because I've got to do another fight with them later. If it was just this one, I would have put the pre-fight on and gone crazy with it. But I didn't really need to. Here, I'm just trying to knock them away a little bit, especially because of the Fury on me. If he can, I'm trying not to let him throw the special one while I had that Fury on me, because then it'll force the degen. You can see that hit quite hard into the block in the end, that special 2. But it's not really a terrible fight. It works out pretty nicely. And yeah, Human Torch just does the business. This next fight here, this Quicksilver, was probably one of the 2 hardest fights in this war, in my opinion. And luckily both the quote-unquote harder fights, or the fights where I make myself look the worst, I managed to record. So with Quicksilver here, obviously he goes debuff immune, so I just need to remember that. But it's just about doing damage in this Fury phase. Where I can, I'm going to keep trying to throw special ones, just to keep my charges up, so that he then can't evade me. You're going to see here, there's a I do start to try and bait the special ones, but because of the aggression prowess node, he just decides to sit back. So I'm like, right, okay, do you know what? Just throw a special. Just throw the special 2. Like, it's fine. I'm not concerned. I'll take that whiplash damage. I've got 2 lives on this Nick Fury. There, I forgot completely about the whole punishing thing. And at this point, I realized I messed up. I messed up massively. And that was because the protection never came back. So it was really weird how it happened. But after the Fury cycle the first time, you're going to see in a second, obviously normally the protection would come back up like now, but it just never did. So I shouldn't have gone for the special one. I should have just played this a little bit different, gone for the special 2 and done full damage, and this fight would have already been over. But we're all good. We're going to throw this special 2 into Quicksilver here, and it's steady. Yeah, I didn't really ever feel in danger. So you can see here, just did the Rintrah and the Overseer fight. So frustrated, because they literally went, well, Overseer didn't go perfect, but Rintrah went like a dream. Absolutely could not have gone better if I tried. So I'm going to go into this Annihilus now. The reason why I finished the Overseer and then put my phone down for a second thinking, maybe I'll just wait here for Annihilus and I'll do my minis fights when they'll get opened later. I'll just use some other boosts, it's fine. I know how much people in the Alliance really wanted this win for this war. And then just thought, no, screw it. I'll close the game, reopen it, because I've been sat on the screen for a little while. And I'll just get the fight done now. And it was only when I went to close the game and reopen it that I looked. And I was like, I didn't record. So Annihilus anyway here just decided to be really nice and got me in the corner. So now I'm just going to start swinging basically to get myself back out of the corner. Because I'm using Hercules now. Everybody knows how broken this like this champion is already, so I don't really need to explain anything else. Here I completely forgot about the whole stifle situation and then the unstoppable, so that was on me being a scrub. There again, I just kind of started swinging, and here I'm just thinking, Joe, what? Get me out of this corner, get some health back. I've got the cruelties. Even if I land another Incept or not, it's all good. I'll just push him back, give myself some time, and then we can work from that. So anyway, now I'm trying to shrug off as many of them unstoppables as I can. This Annihilus just... Oh, Marcus, you've trained this boy well. In case people don't know, like, Marcus was one of the competitors within Vega's tournament they did recently. And fair play to Vega, because when I spoke to him in the Alliance War, sort of like war room chat, and the message, because I wanted to use something in a thumbnail, he said, yeah, perfect, that's fine. So fair play and thank you to Vega for having a good laugh and being a good sport about everything. And yeah, it's just one of these fights. I'm just taking my time. I'm in no danger. The health bar doesn't look great, but in myself I'm still pretty confident that this is quite easy, because even the damage Hercules does with the protection up, you can see, is just disgusting. So here we go. We're going to take one more hit and bang. Annihilus is down, section 2's done, and we keep on rolling. Still so wound up. Why did I not record? Anyway, coming into the last 2 fights for me now. So at this point I changed my masteries. This is the final war before we have like the day's break sort of situation. So I decided to put on Suicides just to make Herc's damage ridiculous. You can see that I'm using a 30%. Yes, this war was close. I wanted to use the 30%, but also it was an overflow and it would have expired before the next war even starts anyway. So makes sense to use it in a situation like this. So we're going to go into this fight here with M.O.D.O.K Power Start 1, because it's the only way that I'm going to ever get any power with Hercules in this fight. And I'm just going to take my time. Again, I'm pretty confident doing M.O.D.O.K with Hercules. It's not normally too bad. There, he didn't come in for the Incept at first, which is rather annoying, but now I get the special 1 off. Gives me the true focus, so he can't auto block anymore, and we can just go to town. Bait out a couple of heavy attacks. A couple of the people from GT40, where I used to be, obviously know how dangerous them heavy attacks can be. I won't name any names, but if they do watch the video, I'm sure they'll have a quick giggle to themselves at that comment. But yeah, M.O.D.O.K's just done. Absolutely done. It's such a nice fight. We didn't originally assign myself Hercules to these. I kind of just said after, if you want me to do them, I will. It saves somebody else doing them, boosting them up, and potentially not being like as confident or wanting to do them with the champion assignment that they had. So we eventually switched it up. You can see there I just gave Shibby a quick poke. He needs to pull his finger out a little bit more quicker and put this white Magneto on for me. But thank you for doing that, Shibby. I do appreciate you. So we're going to go here now. Back out again just to make sure this... We can see that the pre-fight was on, but I like to just make sure. And Shibby told me there that it was also on. So, disclaimer here, if Rob or anyone is watching this, I don't think he does, but just in case, I do apologise for not healing on this Dark Hawk. I know it was close, but I had zero danger in my mind that this fight could actually go badly, because I know BMcG loves this Dark Hawk, uses him to do so much content, especially from Battleground streams and things like that I've seen. But I'm pretty confident doing Dark Hawk Special 1. If I need to, I can just hit him every so often with the Brute Force timer. I can do so many different things to try and bait the specials out of this guy. I can hit him once here, back away, infuriates on. He's probably going to throw the Special 1. And you can see the damage that's just being done is crazy. I'm not bothered about health. I have no more fights. And that's my war done. So you saw 5 fights out of my 7. The battle group actually got a perfect donut. Little did I know at the time, until everyone started celebrating like crazy afterwards, it's actually the first time that battle group has had a donut for a lot of the players, so they were very, very excited. Love to see that from people. But yeah, we did manage to take the win. Again, if you've watched any of SSX or 4Loki's videos before now, you would know this. But yeah, GG to 4Loki, lots of good people. I'm sure they'll do fine in the rest of the season. Good luck to them in the push for Masters. I know that's what their aim is. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.